Many times in our world today, we have this ambitious goal we work towards, as well as deadlines, which is equally as important because without deadlines, it's like running on a hamster's wheel. You're getting to nowhere. But something remarkable happens when we don't hit these deadlines. You identify with your failures. You personify failure as an identity as opposed to an event. It becomes very difficult for you to engage in that activity again and again because the brain was designed to protect us in all circumstances. What's better way to protect you from that negative feeling than through procrastination? So you're procrastinating that activity not because you're undisciplined or indisciplined, not because you're not motivated to take action, but there is no positive reinforcement that encourages movement. So that's why you procrastinate. And anyone who has truly worked hard at a venture, at a business, at something that is worthy of admiration, which is difficult by the way, would nod his head in affirmation that you get to a point where you're working hard at something, there is no progress, you keep working, but you're working to check an attendance, you're working to reinforce yourself psychologically that there is movement, not because you believe in that vision. You believe in that vision, but you have so failed in the outcome such that it becomes difficult for you to derive your motivation from that venture. You notice something very interesting. All of a sudden, when it's time to grab the business plan, when it's time to take action on that goal, that's when you want to shop for groceries. That's when you need to run an errand. That's when you need to check up on your body. That's when you need to do XYZ. You discover that all of these activities are unconscious thoughts you're executing. These are beliefs you execute unconsciously so that the brain has systematized to shield you from that failure experience. I remember one time, I forget what happened, but I reprimanded an elder because he did something wrong. I was at the top of my voice, I pointed fingers, and this thing you did to me is bad. And I walked away. It then dawned upon me what I have become. This is something I could have never imagined myself doing. Standing up to people, being a confident leader, able to lead people to victory, or able to galvanize the populace is something that years ago was unheard of. That's where this philosophy came from. Sometimes the outcome isn't the goal, the process is the goal. Who you become in the process is twice as valuable as the outcome. There's this story of a man saddled with the responsibility to push a huge rock up the mountain. He tried for days, days turned into weeks, weeks into months, months into years, and years into decades, and the rock would still not budge. He finally decided to give up. Immediately he turned back. He noticed something very remarkable. His arms had become thicker, his biceps bigger, his legs wider than before, his shoulders enlarged, and his bones more resistant to pressure. It was in that moment he noticed the process was the goal, the outcome wasn't. Sometimes in life, The delay in manifestation is to shape you to become that kind of individual who can handle the blessing or the desire you see. Sometimes the problem is not the oil. The problem is that the vessel hosting it is too small. And tonight, my friends, I give you a recommendation that is equivalent to what Elisha said. Borrow vessels, borrow not a few. And when the vessels expanded, the oil began to expand. This is the same thing with you. Go through that process with diligence. Go through the suffering with persistence. Go through the adversity with gallantry, knowing that there's something in it for you. I remember when I started this YouTube channel and I posted a video every single day for a year. Every single day for a year. I didn't miss a day. I didn't take a day off. Every single day for a year and a half before I got monetized. And guess how many views I averaged on? 2 views, one of which was my brother. And anytime the view count drops to one, he has returned to school. Yet, I was still persistent, believing that hard work leads to profit. The talk of the leaf leads to penny. Now starting my first business after that painful experience. Do you know what it means? After you've done your research, after you've meditated, ensure that what you're saying to your public or what you're saying to the public, what you're saying to your fans, what you're saying to people who believe in you, who trust in your advice, who will receive every single thing you say as the gospel is not only regurgitated, you ensure that it goes through the filter of your values to make sure that it hasn't been said before. I don't believe in regurgitating what has already been said. If there is a subject, because subjects are finite, what I will do is to give new perspective or new angle, new way of solving that problem. Like depression, instead of taking action, going to the gym, reading 30 pages a day, engaging in activities that will only make you a depressed muscular man. Because of your depression might be as a result of stagnancy, as we just absolutely highlighted. Lack of progress can lead to depression. If you're an individual who's made all kinds of proclamation at the beginning of his journey, check me out after 2 years and I will be XYZ. And after 2 years, they see you still trekking, and the other person, your high school buddy, is in a Mercedes. Perhaps he just got a Lambo. Perhaps he just got something. He got a house. He retired his parents. And you're seeing every single person around you making progress. And you feel alienated from that experience. Yes, you're working twice as hard, my friend. You don't feel bad. There are sometimes people go. There are sometimes people enter a ship, but it's your destiny to walk on water. And when you walk on water, you will catch up with them. So the delay in manifestation is to shape you to become the kind of individual who would post the blessings, who is able to handle that desire or that outcome as a professional. Most of the times, people get so caught up in their emotions that they fail to realize if they realize this desire of which they fret, blame God, point fingers, they will collapse. I want you to answer this question and answer me, please answer me honestly. If you look at yourself now and look at all the amazing things you believe you will do, if it fell on your lap, do you actually believe that this version of you can host it? Answer the question honestly. Do you believe that this version of you can become that confident CEO you aspire to be? You aspire to become a CEO and you owe rent a month late and you piss your pants whenever you see your landlord. Oh, please, I'll get it to you. What is wrong with you? What is stupid? And yet, there are people in debt, trillions of dollars in debt, and they're still walking around holding press conferences. How much do you owe? $100. Please help me. Well, those are corporate owned debts, and when I get there, I'll know how to navigate it. Unfortunately, that's not how the world works. He who is faithful in little is faithful in life. If you can prove yourself worthy with this small debt you have incurred, or with this small goal you're working on, most likely success will fall into your life. Now, I do not recommend you go into debt or not pay your landlord or not pay your rent. Give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. My philosophy. So keep innovating, keep being the best version of yourself, and you'll be fine. I believe in this video you've understood that sometimes the process is the goal, not the outcome. And for every single one of you who has anxiety as touching financial reward, let me make this clear. There's something called the law of time and chance. And based on the law of time and chance, a time will come in your life where you have high influx of cash. You see this with elderly people. There's going to come a point in time where you have a lot of money. Now, what you do with that money defines your next season. What you do with seasons of opportunity defines the next season. Are you going to spend it all or blow it or lose it all in some kind of divorce or court case because you didn't stay, you weren't preparing, while others were imbibing value system in themselves, while others were learning how the cosmos works and how to function effectively, you were crying your eyes out, hoping, waiting, asking questions, when is this going to happen? When am I going to get that lucky day? My friend, seasons of opportunity will come. Pray you are ready. 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 As always, my friend, pleasure speaking to you. Pray you.